And now, it's time for the game between Kearsney and St Stithians. Starting off with the hosts, Kearsney, we've got Fisser, Lowe and Brown in the front row. Tied Fisser, the loosehead prop, having recently been selected for the KZN Academy team. The second row, we've got Klubber and Dixon. Dixon, the Cravenwy player. Of course, Klubber's just been ruled out of the starting lineup. Zikovitz, who's down to play number 6, will actually move into the lock position, and Tedder at number 8 is the head boy of the school. James Hall and Tristan Tedder are the Cravenwy halfback pairing. Powell and James Tedder in the centre. Tedder, cousins to Tristan and Stephen. Thongwana, Zondi and Nesbitt, will they make up a quick fire back three? Keep an eye on these boys. They're sure to cross the whitewash later on. Well, for the Saints team, Myers and Schillinger are partnered by the skipper and Glover up front. Myers, a brilliant ball carrier. Aishna and Hankey are the second row pairing, both boys stretching over 1.9 meters tall. Swart and Archibald are the flankers, with Chris Dott packing down at number 8. Enslin partners the electric Jonathan Dott in the halfback pairing. Keep an eye out on the Saints number 10. Butler and Kumalo are both a solid centre pairing with the ability to straighten the line. Dott and Kotzer will run out on the wing, with Bradley Gerson covering up at the number 15 position.
And Kearsney just St Stithians managing to clear their lines, but it only goes as far as the fullback Nesbitt. Nesbitt fires it inside to Tedder. Tedder sets off and he's gone straight through. Tristan Tedder for the corner. Try time!
And that is why he is picked in that Cravenwy side. Such an elusive runner with ball in hand. And he just broke a couple tackles, few sidestep, and he's over the corner for the first try to Kearsney.
Well, Nicholas, that wasn't very well handled by St Stithians there. Missing touch, a rookie error, and, well, Tristan Tedder just went straight through. Tedder, he's given it a good thump. He's nailed it. Is there anything he can't do?
Absolute cracker of a kick. Use the wind straight through the middle. St Stithians really need to get their hands on the ball because they have not seen any of it so far in this game.
Hall it is who will feed the scrum. Solid platform, and indeed they do go down the right. Hall goes his own. Well met by the defence there. That was the number 7, Nicholas Archibald. Forwards just look to rumble it up there. That's Zitkowitz. Hall, Tedder. Tedder goes his own. Again, he's straight through. Tristan Tedder. It's a brilliant run by the fly half.
They reset up Hall. He's been dominating the game. Great ball to his second rower, Tristan Dixon. Sets it up again. Pick and go there from the other lock, or the number 3, sorry. Hall again. Oh, there's a foot in there. Play on, says the ref. Tedder with a little dink through. That's not a bad option, but it's picked up and it's dotted down. There's no advantage. The referee is running back for a penalty here to Kearsney, and that is another opportunity to get points and another opportunity to increase the lead. And Tedder lines up his kick just outside the right-hand upright. Should be a mere formality again. Dead silence here at Stotfield as Tedder splits the uprights once again, and that's 3 more points. That takes it out to 16-0 to Kearsney. Slow ball here for Kearsney. Hall at the base of the ruck. Little dummy show and go. He's just got straight through. Hall's going to go all the way here by the looks of things. Great dummy from the halfback. And he dots down for another try for Kearsney. That's their second of the day. And it looks like the writing's on the wall for St Stithians at the moment. Warwick.
Unbelievable stuff there from the nippy little number 9. He's been superb today, James Hall. He sniped straight through the fat dummy. There was no one there at the back, and he coasted through.
It's another great strike from the fly half. He really can't put a foot wrong today by the looks of things. And that takes the score out to 23-0 to Kearsney. Low feeds. That's a great line up to the back. Little wrap around. Here we go. Here's the big man Dixon. Big man Dixon's through. No, but he's tackled beautifully by his opposite number, Harry Hankey. Pick and go there from Fisser. He's held up. They recycle the ball well right on the line here. Hall again. Tedder inside, and that is a try for Dixon, the man who started it all from the back of the lineouts. And the big man is over. The 104 kilo, 1.94 meter second rower is over for his first try of the day. And he adds the extras. So it's 30-0 to Kearsney.
Well, it's one-way traffic at the moment, Nick, and it's really not looking good for the Saints boys. I don't see a way back for them at this stage. Maybe the wind in the second half can help them, but it's been all Kearsney, and they are playing some fantastic rugby, it must be said.
Off the top, Insolent to Dot. Dot looking for some runners. Gives it. Dot on the wraparound. Hussen up in the line.
Hussen going, Hussen for the corner, can he get there?
Oh, and he's just been scragged by the jersey as they set it up. Insolent looking for his runners here. The big man, Meyers is over for the try.
Unbelievable stuff. Great stuff from St Stithians. They're back into this game. We thought they were down and out. The boys from Joburg never say die. Great try and just reward for the big boy, Nicholas Meyers.
He's been making some meters today. He's probably been their best runner with ball in hand.
Jonathan Todd's just going to have to go for the old drop kick here. Strikes it pretty well. Oh my word. Well, he clearly didn't need the tee. It's 30 points to 7 now. St Stithians heading back with a try from the loose head prop, Nicholas Meyers. As he runs again here, it's the number 13, feeds through the tackle to his cousin. There goes Dixon, back to Visser. And it must be a try out wide here. It will be for Hlongwane. Langa Hlongwane gets another try for Kearsney College. What a response from the hosts. It's 35 points to 7 here. Tristan Tedder, this right from the right-hand touchline, hasn't missed a kick all afternoon. And that is another great thump from the Kearsney captain. 37 points to 7 it is, as the referee blows for halftime. Well, there was some phenomenal play in that first half from Kearsney College, scoring 4 tries. St Stithians heading back with 1. They'll have the wind at their backs in the second half and will no doubt look to get something back here on this massive 30-point lead that Kearsney have.
Who is your favourite player on the Kearsney side?
The Craven Week scrum off James Hall.
Definitely the flower off Tristan Tedder.
Definitely number 5, Tristan Dixon.
The Kearsney boys are up quite comfortably after the first half. What do you think the side has to do to keep it up?
They've got big forwards and they've got a very quick backline, so I think they should suck in the forwards and give it to our backline and run over the try line.
All right. And the St Stithians boys have made the trip all the way from Joburg. Who is your favourite player in your side?
Nick Meyers, aka Ophi, the prop.
Mine is Austin Dot, number 14.
Bradley Hussen, number 15.
Oh, well, that was a fantastic rendition of Shorshaloza from the Kearsney boys. Interestingly, Nicholas, there are a couple of choir boys in this Kearsney first side. David Zondi, the left winger, is part of the Kearsney College choir, who are in fact the international champions, and they'll be defending their title in July later this year, where they will be in Latvia. Actually, it's at the World Choir Games. Well, really fantastic to see all-rounders in the rugby sphere.
Absolutely. One of their famous choir boys is England prop and Saracens prop Matt Stevens, who's heading back to the Sharks. As the second half gets underway, St Stithians keep the ball, Insolent the base, gives it to the outside backs as they run it back at Kearsney College, as they run it up to the halfway line. Set it up again with the Insolent, looking for his forwards. The captain hands it off to the replacement second rower by the looks of things. Insolent again at the base, gives it off to Dot. Dot drawing the man. Hussen up in the line is met beautifully by Tedder, who holds him up. But they manage to get the ball to ground and set it up. And Insolent looking to get the ball out.
Saints setting up a nice pot of forwards again. That was Tougher and Glovu, the skipper. Insolent working that short side. Strong carry from the number 11, Dane Kotzer. Haven't seen much of him with ball in hand. Kearsney doing very well to defend, and they've held it up. Fantastic work from the host there. I like St Stithians' patience on the ball, taking it through the phases, but they just weren't penetrating.
Yeah, that's the problem. It seems like this Kearsney defence is very well organised, as the St Stithians boys on the side of the field try and get their team going, get them G'd up a bit. the start of the second half. They got a lot of work to do to get themselves back into this game, Warwick.
Yeah, they absolutely do, and it starts right here with the scrum. I'm sure the Saints front row would like to get some good go forward ball here and certainly spoil the Kearsney line. Kearsney swinging it down the line. Tedder. Songwana joining in from the right. Plays to his fullback.
Nesbitt, but the ball looks like it's come off St Stithians' hand, and it's picked up there by Zondi, who's going to go out under the posts.
Well, that was almost a freakish try, Nicholas. Almost came from nothing, really.
Very, very fortunate for the Kearsney boys as Nesbitt tried to get the pass away. It looks like St Stithians' hand has got in the way and knocked the ball backwards. And as it fell free, Zondi, the opportunist, comes through, picks it up and scores under the sticks. Add another 5 points to the score, and this conversion should be a no-brainer. And Tedder should increase the lead.
As Tedder slots that one over, it's 44 points to 7 to Kearsney. Well, they ran that one out from their own line. The outside centre, James Tedder, fell over. Tristan came on the loop around, and like you say, that little knock-in from the hand there, but well done to David Zondi for pursuing it.
And Ndlovu to a shortened line out, finds his number 5 lock. That's Aishna. Kotzer joining the line. Goosen trying to get on the outside of his opposite number, Nesbitt, but can't. Places the ball back. There we go. Ball goes out wide from Insulin. That's a tight head prop there. Nshingila. As he sets the ball up again for another phase. Insulin digging. Getting right in there. Insulin. To Dot. Dot, show and go. He's through the middle. He's got his hooker inside him. And he's going to go over for the try. Great piece of individual brilliance there from the fly-off. Whatever the Kearsney fly-off can do, so can the St Stithians fly-off.
It was fantastic work from the fly half, Jonathan Dot there, hot knifing through. He was one-on-one with his opposite number, Tristan Tedder, and showed him up for gas on the outside. And great to see the Saints boys not giving up here. It's a good strike from the fly half, and he's nailed it.
The crowd will tell you, as they say, as St Stithians set up a maul here. It's a good piece of defending from Kearsney. They've got the shove on, but the ball's back at the back of the maul with Ndlovu, who's looking patiently, looking for his options. Oh, he's been pulled through, pulled to ground. They set it up. Insulin, Dot. Outside to Ngumalo. The wrap round, and this is Austin Dot, but he's knocked it on. Here we go with Ndlovu. Ndlovu cuts back on the inside.
It's in fact David Zondi, the left winger. Hall down the short side, where he finds James Tedder. Good little corkscrew from the number 13. Hall again. A little bit of a sloppy pass to Powell, and his kick is partially charged, and Myers comes away with it.
Ball set up, it's a maul. No, it's gone to ground. Insulin looking for the ball, gets it out. Finds Dot, who shows and goes again, but he's tackled well. As the ball set up, he's Kearsney over the ball. They've turned it over. That looks like Fisser. Great turnover from the loose head prop.
Hall again onto that big boot, and he hoofs the old Gary Owen up in the air, and there's a bit of confusion there, and it's Tristan Tedder who comes away with it. Hall, he's sprinting for the line. James Hall, does he have the wheels? He does indeed. He's going to get his second. Try time, Kearsney. Well, that all just came from some poor fielding of the kick from St Stithians. Pounced on it by Tristan Tedder, and James Hall it is who gets his second try of the afternoon.
It all started with a misjudged kick from Hall that went pretty high, and it was bad play from the St Stithians backs as two men went up for the ball. Just a lapse in concentration and a lack of communication there. Kicks it low into the wind, and he's knocked it over. St Stithians boys behind him were dead quiet. Straight through, and that's another 2 points to Tedder as Kearsney move into a 51-14 lead.
There's no flanker on the blind side. Good shove from Kearsney. Getting the wheel there. Insulin sets his backs away. Dot. Umalo. Well tackled by Powell.
Insulin again. That's a tight head prop. That's Nshingila. Sets it up in the middle of the 22, but Kearsney seem to have their hands on the ball, but the ball pops out for Insulin. Oh, it's a tricky pass. Great pick up there by the outside centre, Ngumalo, as he goes to ground. He sets it up. Kearsney all over the ball. It is, but somehow St Stithians have managed to keep it. Bit of argy-bargy off the ball. A little cut back, and this is Myers again up the middle. Great tackle from the scrum half Hall. Insulin, inside centre, Butler. Butler taking the ground. They set it up again inside the 22. They're probably about 10 metres out. Insulin looking for his runners. That's Myers again. He's had a lot of ball in hand today. Insulin to Dot. The short ball.
Looked like Kearsney coming in from fullback.
Chingila.
St Stithians rumbling it up towards the Kearsney line here. Butler, good hands, picked up well by Austin Dot. Tries to get the leg drive, but he's well met by Stephen Tedder. Once more, they crash it up through Nchingila. The Saints props, both willing ball carriers. The ball's popped out, and Curtis Lowe it is who tidies it up for Kearsney.
That ball's out. They play on. The ball's just popping out all over the shop here as St Stithians managed to get the ball inside the 22 and set it up. And Insulin goes down the right-hand side. That's Butler. Butler on the cutback. It looks like it's going to be a try for Kotzer as he cuts back beautifully on the switch from the inside centre. Nicholas Butler. Great piece of enterprising play from the boys from Johannesburg.
Well, that ball was just all over the show. Once with Saints, then with Kearsney, then back to Saints. And Dane Kotzer it is who just canters in hot knifes. And St Stithians get their third try of the afternoon. It's 51 points to 19. They've just kept coming at the Kearsney line.
Dot makes no mistake with the conversion. And that takes the score to 51-21 with just over 12 minutes to play in the second half.
That really is fantastic to see. They got the drum going there. Look at them go.
Really making the most of their time down here in the Natal. Another shortened line out from Saints, as in Glovu gets ready to feed. He goes up. Oh, it's a knock on, and Hall's picked. No, that's not. That's the flanker. That's Quine. Haven't seen much of him today, but he gets a ball, and that's Lowe. Lowe charging forward. He's met well. Sets it up in the middle of the 22. Hall, Tedder with a little grubber through, and that's a beauty, and it's picked up by James Tedder. Tedder for Tedder. Try time for Kearsney.
Well, that was some very, very innovative play there from the Tedder cousins. Read each other so well there. They knew what was on. Tristan putting it on the boot, and it sat up very nicely for James Tedder, and a great try by the number 13.
Flawless kicking display from the man today.
Can he maintain his 100% record?
That's a beautiful strike, and that's another 2 points.
Well, he has really been the standout performer, has Tristan Tedder. He's played brilliantly all day, and it's 58 points to 21 here. Kearsney College against St Stithians. Well, the referee just indicating before the scrum that there's 2 minutes left on the clock. St Stithians, will they run this?
It's a tight head. Pick up from Ted at the back as he beats a tackle of Insulin and gets over for his try.
Well, that was somewhat fortuitous. The referee nearly tackling the 8th man, Stephen Tedder, but he gets over and matches his cousins, all 3 Tedders, getting on the scoreboard this afternoon.
Great piece of opportunism there from the number 8 as the tight head was one from the Kearsney forwards, and he picked and went, shrugged off the tackle from Insulin, shrugged off 2 more and got over for a well-deserved try. Yeah. He adds the extra 2, and that is the final whistle.
Yeah, well, what a fantastic game of rugby that was. Enterprising stuff, real running rugby, and it is the hosts, Kearsney College, who come away with a 65 points to 21 win. Looks like the bye did them the world of good last week after that Maritzburg College loss. Well, a fairly big score, but one would have to say that not a true reflection of the game. I thought St Stithians played some good rugby at times, but unfortunately they made a few too many errors, and Kearsney really capitalized on it, scoring several tries there. The fly half, Tristan Tedder, well, he was phenomenal along with his halfback partner James Hall. They really dictated play and took the game away from St Stithians.
Tough day out there, unlucky. Where do you think it went wrong?
I think we just made a couple of crucial errors, and because Kearsney's a very good side, they capitalised on that, and that was the difference. We made too many errors and they didn't, and when we did make the errors, they just make sure that we paid for it.
You guys came back nicely towards the end. You guys scored some good tries of your own. That must be quite encouraging going forward.
Yeah, you know what we look for in a situation like that. You can't really change what's happened. All you can change is how much you fight afterwards, and that's all we did. And I was really glad that the boys picked themselves up.
Tristan, it just seemed to go right for you guys today. What happened?
I think practice throughout the week we prepared quite well, so I was quite stoked with the boys there. And then on the day things just went right for us. Sometimes the ball bounces your way, sometimes it doesn't, and luckily today it bounced our way.
You guys had a break last week. Do you think that you guys were a little bit more rejuvenated going into today?
Oh yeah, definitely. But the first half of the season was quite bruising, and the break, we needed it, and it clearly showed today. And so the boys put their boys on the line today.
You personally had a great game. You were all over the shop. You were kicking, passing, running. Do you think that going forward, looking at Craven Week, you in the form that you want to be in?
Definitely. I think I can be a bit better. There's always room for improvement, but I am looking forward to Craven Week and the form that I am in.
Kearsney were very patient on the ball. They stuck to their structures. They never rushed anything, and they just didn't make the simple mistakes that I thought St Stithians did. A couple of handling errors that let them down. But that said, I think St Stithians can be proud of themselves. They managed to get a couple of tries in there, and they'll have something to take home with them on the long trip up to Johannesburg.
Absolutely, and I think that the Kearsney boys were able to dominate the game, control the game at 9 and 10, and I think that made a massive difference.
Yeah, it really did. James Hall and Tristan Tedder, the captain you just spoke to now, they were fantastic, and they really gave their side the go forward they need. And if I can just say, next week we'll also be broadcasting the Kearsney game. That's down at DHS. It's Kearsney against DHS. That'll be at 4 o'clock on the Mindset channel and live on School Sports News.
So from us here at School Sports News and the game, thanks so much for joining us, and we'll see you next week.